All right, folks, we are ready to go and we are live. This is James Monroe, and we are hoping to play Aztec High School and starting off the match and getting some awesome gameplay in. It's going to be a best of 5, and we are super pumped to have you. Beautiful shot by Static to start the game off that gets it mid, and then a nice shot in. I saw Static earlier today at lunch. Thought that was pretty neat. Got a chance to get into the game, have some fun, and we are off and ready to go. Good to have you all. And a quick goal by Mexican Taco 4. I was thinking Mexicans. This is funny. I love the names already. Let's go. Trust. Getting on the kickoff. Looks like taking on Fire Dragon. And it's a potential shot that goes off of the bar and down. Wonderful job there by Awuzie, who does a beautiful lift up on the nose and a nice flick. And with only 18 seconds, we're really jumping into it here. 3 goals. Aztec looking sharp. And a bomb from downtown as Static takes a shot at it and gets a pretty good piece of it. 3-1 here. Raptors looking to play at their absolute best here going into week number 5 of the Western Regional Middle School Esports Conference. Aztec High School going into their New Mexico Athletic Association state championship games for the playoffs, and so they are excited to get ready for their big week. So awesome that both of these teams are coming together, APS and Aztec High School joining forces here for an afternoon of gaming. Raptors Middle School, Aztec High School, both in New Mexico. Trust gets a good piece of it. Taco out. Static up off the board. Could be a backboard read and close calls. Static lifting it on the hood. Not a chance, but taps it back once more to make it 4-1 with a pretty exciting couple of minutes. If you are into sports, this couldn't be any more entertaining. This is what it's all about. Quick thinking, continuous movement, non-stop. And we're off. 4-1, Raptors off the backboard. Awuzie gets a chance for a touch. Soup, great touch. James Monroe looking very good here in game number 1 against Aztec High School. Fire Dragon, beautiful shot. Going to be able to pass it, a redirect, and does. Amazing shot by Chocolat. Look at this touch. Up in the air, flies in and redirects it. What a shot. Makes it 4-2, and we're right back into the action. Wonderful shot there by Aztec. That was amazing to follow that one. Awuzie tries to do the same. Doesn't quite get the full effect. Trust getting a chance. Taps it. Chocolat. Oh, to the side. Fire Dragon getting a chance. Chocolat getting another try. Awuzie trying to maintain the energy that is being presented right now as rotations go. Chocolat to the side. Great game here between these schools emerging. A best of 5, both games. This game is going to lead into some interesting play as the players begin to develop an understanding for kind of who they are and how they play. Awuzie getting a chance and does. Takes the amazing pass that was really just a redirect off of the wall from both players on the 50, and the opportunity is his. Puts it top right shelf. Great job there by the Raptors. Woozy playing very well. Taking a look at some stats here. Static at 477 points with a shot just tipped to the side. Woozy 372 points with 2 goals. Lifts it up on the nose, tries to flick it with the nice twist. Not going to work, but we continue. Trust. 186 points. 1 shot on net. 1 save, 1 assist. Very team-oriented player at the moment. And going to make a nice pass. And we continue. Woozy up to the middle, to the side, to the middle again. He's going to redirect it. Probably going to redirect it for a teammate. Does. And Trust knows to take that shot. Woozy leaves the ball. Beautiful awareness by the varsity line. Not to touch that. Let that person take that shot. And we get 100 kph. That's a pretty good shot here so far. 6-2, minute 33, and we are off. Big moments here for both clubs, getting ready for an epic end of the year. Raptors hoping for a conference championship. Aztec looking for a state championship in their division. Both teams are really looking to work on what these games will help them for the future. A lot is at stake in terms of, there's not much time to figure out, where are your weaknesses as a club. And more importantly, what are you going to do about them in 2 weeks, 3 weeks? A lot's happening. State championships for New Mexico Athletic Association are happening, in the next, week or so. And a shot by Trust redirected in. Beautiful job there. So a lot's happening. Raptors have a couple more weeks in their middle school season. They're in week 5 out of 7. It should be pretty exciting. We're going to see what happens as they jump back into it. Chocolate taking a dive at that one. Not able to hit that. Static going to be trying to put it to the middle. Gets bumped back. Game number 1. 10 goals so far. So if you're into some action, this isn't that hour-long soccer game that's 1-0. This is full of quick plays. Oh, and Static listening to it all, providing more entertainment. All right, goes up. Woozy taps it. Gets another chance at it, but Fire Dragon there to block it. Great job with the White Fennec. Taco trying. Doesn't need to. Fire Dragon's there, and the awareness is there. Let's see if Aztec can put another one on the board here. Beautiful attempt to tip. Just goes a little bit off, but Static trying to redirect it to the middle. Does not, and the Raptors rotate back. Woozy getting a chance to free fall. Trust misses. And that's going to take us into game number 2. Interesting game number 2. We do have a chance for an aerial. And it's not going to go in. Very close. Very close. It was a great first game there. We're going to see what happens as we take a look at the data. Raptors getting a great start on that one. 700, 600, and 400 points. But honestly, taking a look at Aztec side, a lot of points there between all the players as well. So 200 apiece or more. We're talking goals divided amongst Aztec, talking multiple saves, multiple shots. So I definitely think there's a lot of room for growth as they move in, maybe hoping to get 300 points apiece. That was a good goal, starting off maybe making those shots. And, they're right back into this. I saw one of the best redirects from above the net I have seen in a long time. Well done as a jump placed up in the air, just redirected it down. I thought that was pretty impressive. Great job to the Raptors. We're going to jump into game number 2 here, about a couple seconds remaining. Thank you for watching so far. We're having some fun. We are going to jump into things and get everything going. Let's amp it up a little bit. Good to have you. Game number 2, best of 5. Raptors taking on Aztec High School. And a beautiful shot blocked by Fire Dragon right away. And this game is not going to start off like last time. There's going to be a lot of action. Like I said, players know each other, and Aztec takes the lead. Chocolate says, beware, my backboard clears are fast. And there we have it. You never know what can happen. Beautiful shot by Chocolate, which was a backboard clear that was speedy and maybe, a little bit tricky. Static trying to get it does. Side flips in and at the right chance gets the right position. It's not about how stylish you look. He does apply the brakes there, and I think that's an important thing to think about. When we had our training from the United States Army Pro Team, they were like, hey, use the brakes more. The brakes exist. Stop driving around so much. Hit the brakes. Think about position. I thought that's a very important aspect. A lot of times we're just go, 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 go. Sometimes it's, hold on, like, where are we? Oh, and Fire Dragon pops it into the middle. Reminds him he's there. The game is here. It's 1-2. 4:20 remaining. Fire Dragon rocking the Lamborghini banner, which just came out recently. They just put a Lambo into the game, so that's very exciting for you car enthusiasts. And we're off. Here we go again. A tap, and Trust rolls into it, tying the game. Flying around, getting a chance. And Taco not able to put full connection on that, and we move forward. Raptors tied with Aztec. Minute to go. A minute down so far. 4 minutes remain. Chocolate off the side, going to be waiting for that for a redirect. Doesn't quite get the opportunity. And Fire Dragon thinking about rotating back. And going to be there for this if Trust not there first. A lot of pressure here being put on by both sides, and that's kind of at this level what needs to happen. You can't really just lay back. You can't just play offense. You got to do both. You got to be pushing for back. And Static shows why. A shot goes to the side. Dragon redirects, but Static flying over Trust or a Woozy as they're rotating back, and that's kind of the name of the game. If you can rotate smoothly, you're able to provide consistent pressure. I think that's something that both teams are going to be working on as they head into their playoffs for their divisions. New Mexico at its finest here. Playing New Mexico. The best state to play, huh? Esports really making a name in New Mexico, and finding a lot of support with the academic tie-ins that it brings for science and for math and for English and for almost any content area. It's been great as a curricular vehicle. A Woozy trying to show what it can do and just goes off to the side. Static there to present it, and does. Forcefully makes it 4-2 with some relentless pressure as a Woozy spins in off the post. Static gets a chance inverted to place it right in the middle, and that's going to make it 4-2. Static, 400 points. A Woozy, 146. And Chocolate gets one, sneaks it in very quickly right out the corner, makes it a 1-goal game in what is heating up to be an excellent series. Just a miscalculation on the wall, and that's going to create any opportunity. I mean, at this level, it's about, I always tell my players, it's not about the plays you make. It's about the mistakes that you avoid and how you come back from a mistake. How do you come back from a rotation that you're messed up on? How do you come out of this aerial without being messed up? So I think for these players, when you're playing at a higher level, you're just trying to avoid mistakes and you're trying to capitalize on any opportunity, because I don't think they always happen as easily as you'd want. Definitely making the best of what they can. Owuzie looking to control this. Static changing his type of play, thinking about maybe a pass. Has enough, reset, and not able to, but Static knows where to be, waits for that, and actually makes them pay. And waiting in the wind, Static. That's what we were just kind of talking about, knowing where to be, trying to think about how, the reactions of other players might affect your future decisions is definitely a part of this Rocket League game. Hopefully you're enjoying this game with us this afternoon. This is Aztec, New Mexico versus Albuquerque, New Mexico, middle school versus high school. And we're having a good time here, getting teams ready for their respected playoffs and end-of-year tournaments. It's kind of, this is what these students have to be proud of. I mean, I know for my students, they're the best they have ever been, and this is the most they've ever worked. And so to see, some of these 8th graders thinking about heading out is kind of tough, because, we have grand champs who started off as golds and platinums, and we have people, I mean, everyone in my varsity is now champ or above, and I have 2 kids who are 7th graders, and I'm looking forward to working with them. But at the same time, I'm like, oh man, I only have about 6 or 7 weeks left with my varsity crew before they're going to high school and working on, and Trust gets it. So it's a good time in esports, with your crew, because obviously when you've been working with esports players for 9 months, they grow a lot in terms of their development. So they're at their peak right now. They're a 8 out of 10. They still have a little bit more that they could work on, and this is going to be them flexing on it. Can they get a bar down? No, they cannot. Redirect. Beautiful attempt there as Taco places it to the side, and Fire Dragon's able to put that through. Does once. Mexico Taco tries. Nice shot. 56 seconds to go in this best of 3, and this game is just getting closer. Fire Dragon trying to control it. Chocolate getting a chance to control it. Does. Trust. Not able to get there, or Static. Good shot on net. Owuzie with another control play. Off to the backboard, directed by, I think it was Chocolate. Great defensive effort there. And we are back into it. Static goes off to the corner. Static tries. Trust. Going to be back in the wins, waiting. And a good placement indeed. Static thinking about a challenge. Doesn't. Trust goes back. And it's placed into the corner by Chocolate, who does get a chance to capitalize on the mistake. I think you'll see here it's a shot. Static not able to quite get there. And, with that one opportunity off the backboard, a good player is going to seize that, and does. Static, one more. With seconds remaining, 2 to be exact, puts his, not sure, might be his first or second of the game, close. And a great shot. Going to make this game 8-4, and I imagine by the next game, things are going to be a lot closer than they were before. We're going to get ready for game number 3. This is a best of 5, and I want to remind you anything can happen. Raptors with many shots, though. Raptors achieving over 20 shots in one game. Aztec with 6. I think that kind of speaks to the overwhelming presence. I think one team might be trying over another. 700, 400, 400, pretty close point gap. Mexican Taco hoping to put some more points on the board as Chocolat with 5 shots, 3 goals, high percentage there at 600 points. Actually well done there by Aztec. So looking for equal effort from all levels here to be able to maybe come out ahead. We're going to see what happens here in game number 3. Remember, this is a best of 5. If Raptors win, that will be the end of the series, or I should say the match, excuse me. But only time will tell. Game number 3. Aztec versus New Mexico. James Monroe. It's New Mexico, New Mexico. It's great to have New Mexico playing New Mexico. So used to saying New Mexico versus somebody else. And Static getting a demo offensively. And Trust getting another shot, 2 shots, 3 shots by the Raptors, 4 shots. And right away, there's a rotative pressure here on the shot. So you see 1, you come in, you see Static wait. Chocolate's kind of in a tough spot, almost makes that backward save, which would have been insane. And here we go, game number 3. Aztec looking to tie it up. Aztec took the early lead last game, if you recall, and we didn't know who might win. It was just that type of game. And unfortunately missed. Chocolat gonna get a chance to bounce it up. Great play on that player's part. Nice. Good. Nice play. Trying to read it off the wall. Misses, but very close. And it is a wild shot that almost goes in. But Taco, who was not leading the team in points last game, comes out big to tie it up this game, 1-1. And we have 4 minutes roughly to play. This is excellent. Aztec coming in big time right now. Let's see what happens. Bounced up at Woozy, thinking about off the wall how to hit this one. Does. Makes good connection. Gonna back out of that as Trust thinks about approaching that. Does. Wins the 50-50, which was very helpful for James Monroe in blue. And Aztec in yellow thinking about how to get there. And does. Somehow gets the play. Chocolat defends. What a pass, and what a play, what a block. Great series of events, a backboard read. Fire Dragon pinches it. Gonna get a chance to get that right back into the middle. Static gonna get a kind of a awkward hit. No big deal on that. A Woozy pops it, gets a flip reset, another shot. And let's take a look from a different angle. And it's going to go off the wall. And a Woozy does get a piece of it. Who originally shot this? Trust. Beautiful read. And a Woozy. Just getting a piece of it. Well done. Chocolat almost getting a piece of that, not able to. Fire Dragon coming out. Trying to, goes to the side. James Monroe looking pretty strong. This is a closer game. This is what I predicted. The more you play a teammate or another school, the closer the games seem to get as players start to understand each other. They start to get the speed. I think this is where it all kind of gets a little bit competitive. Shot to the side. Chocolate controls it. Going to go a little bit hard there for Fire Dragon to control. And Chocolate going to battle Mint or Mexican Taco for the ball. And is able to get in there. And Awuzie giving relentless pressure in the corner with some good contact. And right away, there's a lot going on in the corner. This is really Aztec's game to take into Game 4. I think they've had a change in pace here. And Raptors are hoping to close out the series, but I think, they're just trying to play some defense right now. Awuzie makes a big block on a shot by Chocolat. Gonna need some offense in order to tie up this game. Raptors just looking to maybe control this. Static. Able to make the play. Trust. 44 seconds to go. And Awuzie and Trust go at it into the corner. And 2-2. It's tied. This is what we were talking about. Aztec with a big goal. And we are off. What a game to enjoy. Last 30 seconds. Aztec hoping to take it to Game 4. With a goal, 30 seconds to go to tie it up. This is going to be an epic. James Monroe Middle School versus Aztec High School. 13 seconds to go, and this is the closest game we've seen. It's going to give Static a game-ending opportunity. And it's tipped. And it's blocked by Chocolat. What a shot. What a save. And we're in overtime. Aztec, Albuquerque, middle school, high school. Both teams prepping for their playoff spots. And they have a lot to consider after they review these tapes. Really good to see an overtime match. Aztec hoping to take it to Game 4. Raptors hoping to close it out in 3. Both teams have never met. And Awuzie taking an aerial approach to the side and out. Chocolat in goal. Trying to continue. Oh, what a beautiful save. Knows when to come out of the goal. And Trust finishes the game. Pops it over. And it's somehow it just flies. GG's to both teams. We are really happy that you were able to enjoy some Rocket League with us this afternoon. Thank you very much to Aztec. We really appreciate your gaming. And we're looking forward to more games. Tomorrow we have games against LBJ. We have games against Sundale. We have games against Achieve Charter Middle School in California. And don't forget about our international or intercontinental match against Kuwait on the 29th at 12:15 p.m. Looking forward to that, Mountain Standard Time. If you want to watch this replay, go ahead and enjoy that. It's been awesome. Enjoy your day. Thanks for gaming with